Hi and welcome to the second and probably last video about lighters you're gonna see on my channel, because most of you said you do want to see the Zorro compared to the Zippo. It finally arrived after about 2 months since I made the order, so let's open it and compare it to my Zippo. This is a 1941 replica Zippo and I absolutely love it. So let's open this, take it out, and in the package you get extra rubber gaskets and some flints. And here is the Zorro. Now when you pick this up, this is so much heavier than the Zippo that Zippo feels like a toy. But this, to be honest, is it's slightly too heavy. I mean, it's okay if you hold it on your table or if you're carrying it during winter, but I can already see myself wearing this in the summer and it pulling down my pants. That's how heavy this thing is. I also ordered a brushed version with 3 hinges. They sent a polished one with 5 hinges, but that's the thing with AliExpress. They do tend to mess up the orders, but I'm actually satisfied because the lighter itself is the model that I wanted with the rounded top. They also make a flat one. I ordered this rounded one because it looks more similar to a Zippo. Now when it comes to the lighter itself, this, although being made in China and being Chinese and started as a copy of a Zippo, is on a completely different level compared to a Zippo. This is iconic. It's like a vintage Rolex. You know the design, you know the technology behind it. It's been proven times and times again, but it does has its downfalls. I mean, the sound is amazing, but there is some play in the hinges because of the way they're designed. It also leaks fuel. I mean, the fuel evaporates because there is no gasket. So if you leave it on the table, you come back after a week or 2, it's not gonna work. Those are some of the things that Zippo has had as its downfall or downsides ever since they started production, and it's something they never addressed because they don't want to mess with a proven formula. I don't mind those things, but that's the thing. Also, if you look at mine, look at the way this meets this. It's almost perfect, but not quite. There is some difference between the lid and this. And I'll try to put maybe a close-up shot that I'm going to do with my macro lens so you can see it. I don't know if you can see it here, but here you can see how it goes like this, and the lid is slightly to this side. That's something because of the hinge of the hinge design, something that's going to happen. As you use it more and more, especially if you do tricks with it, it's going to get even worse. But this, here the hinge is actually like machined into the case. It's part of the case with just a little pin that's going through. This, if you look at the alignment, is pretty much perfect. You can almost not see the line. It's amazing. I'll also try to do a couple of close-ups of this just to see how well this thing is made. Then when you open it, there is no play in the hinge because the hinge is part of the case. This is the most solid piece of lighter the most solid lighter I ever handled in my life. The insert is the same as the one on the Zippo, and although it should come with a silver one, I'm actually glad they sent this brass one that looks like it's been gold plated, and it's like this frosted gold. It's a very nice finish. Anyways, it's a beautiful lighter. Like I said, it's slightly too heavy, something that's going to be pulling down your pants during the summer, but for winter or for leaving it on the table at home, it's perfect because this one also has a rubber gasket, so it doesn't let the fuel evaporate when you do not use it. So they fixed the hinge issue, they fixed the leaking issue, and made pretty much a perfect lighter. It's not as iconic as the Zippo, it's not an iconic brand. It started off as a copycat, but I can say from a technical standpoint, this is miles ahead of this. Like I said, this is like a vintage Rolex. You can imagine this like being a modern Rolex without the Rolex brand. So this is like my Zilos Hammerhead that's incredibly well constructed. The clasp, the links, the end links compared to my Rolex Explorer 36 that has the brand pedigree and it's above Zilos by quite a margin. But if you look at them side by side construction wise, Zilos is a better watch. And that's how I feel about this. So let's try to hear it because it has a much different sound. Because this is so thin, it has that iconic sound. And look at the, the thickness of the wall. Now check this out. It has a different sound, but it somehow feels high quality. It's highly pitched. It's incredible. And look at the sidewall of this. It's like it has an additional armor. It's incredible. Wow. Let's try to light this one up. The wheel feels better on a Zippo, but this is just as amazing. Incredible. Both watches are incredible. Of course, I like the Zippo more. It's easier to carry around because it's lighter, but this is something that you give to someone and they're going to be like, oh my god, what is this? And you can also use it as a self-defense weapon. Put this in your fist and hit someone, you're going to hurt them. If you don't want them to come close, just throw them in their face. If you hit their head, they're probably going to get hurt pretty badly. Don't do it, but just saying, this can be used as a weapon. That's how heavy it is. I'll probably put the weights somewhere in the video. Incredible. I'm really impressed with Zorro. They should market their lighters more. They should become more available around the world, because now you can only get them on AliExpress, which means like things like this. I want a brushed one, get a polished one. They should develop like a retail network. This is really good. Incredible. Anyways, that's it when it comes to my second and last lighter video on this channel. From now on, watches only, I promise. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.